So it's been 2 years to the day since I left the NHS to chase our dreams, self-employed, buy into all the hype. And I've seen in that time so many hardships that people are going through. I'm not saying necessarily preventable because I know the state of the world and everything, but none of the business that we've ran over the past couple of years, so we've been trading 3 years, left the NHS 1st December 2023. Nothing that we do in any of our businesses, I think we run 4 businesses in total, is non-replicatable or non-duplicatable. Everything we do can be taught, and we have a host of businesses that can be ran from no startup costs through to, let's say, 5,000 for like Amazon stuff to get involved and really drive that sort of business. But there's opportunity for everyone. My socials, I've let everything slip for about 18 months now because work has been chaos. But talking to people, helping people get started with different sorts of businesses, I think it's the right time to get back on my own social media and try and help some more people. The social media sort of slowed down when we launched SourceSheets because the amount of work went through the roof. SourceSheets is our Amazon FBA software. And I regret letting the social medias fizzle out because it's good fun. I like networking with people, helping people out. It's one of the core things that I love doing. I've seen the other end of the scale. I know hardship to the extent of me and Michelle. We have been to shops at night. This is going back many years, probably 12, 13 years going back now. We used to head to Co-op every night to see what dinner was, whatever was on the reduced. So some nights it'd be bread, croissants. I used to, as a treat, my treat was a packet of powdered custard mixed with hot water. We know that side of things, so I know what it's like. We've been there. I think one of the reasons we work so hard at what we do and we've got that level of drive is to not go back to that. There's a host of other reasons, a world full of all sorts of reasons, but the core of what we do to work so hard is after seeing that. It's sort of changed a little bit now that it's no longer desperately trying to avoid the hardship that we've known. It's now more a case of work hard enough so we don't have to go back to typical employment and work under someone. The not time off, being able to step away from our businesses or hand off work to other people over the past 12, 18 months has been more valuable than any money, salary, dividends that we've had. So we lost a family member up in Scotland. So me and Michelle are in Liverpool. We lost a family member in Scotland. Found out, let's say, 11 a.m. By 5 p.m., 6 p.m., we were there. Me and Michelle were in Scotland. No one had to be asked. And it's the same for holidays and stuff. Not asking anyone for leave, not having leave denied, not having to say, we need to run up to Scotland as an emergency. We can take our computers and work while we're there. I essentially refuse to work like that. That's not how I'm willing to exist. One of the reasons behind why we work so hard. We work really hard, harder than we worked in the world of employment, but now it's worth so much more. So we'll give you a little update. I'll cut a couple of images in. We'll have a little update what we've been up to. So on the big main catalysts that enabled leaving work. So I left work December 1st, 2023. Left the NHS, world of IT. Michelle left work about a year before. So we've been working on this for a while, but we rarely scaled it up after leaving work. 177,500. This is over 12 months. Revenue, not profit, all that sort of good stuff. We let this slip a little bit over the summer. But yeah, Amazon FBA is the main driver behind everything we do. That's a case where we source products, anything with profit. We work with wholesalers, we work with suppliers, retailers. We send that into Amazon. We sell it on Amazon. They fulfill it, send it to the customer, deal with all customer service. They look after everything on our behalf. We pay a high fee for it. And then we get paid out our profit at the end of it. So every couple of weeks, all of our items that have sold, we get paid out. Amazon, backbone of everything. Again, not necessarily something I'd encourage someone with no money to start. It needs startup capital, but this is a core part of our business. eBay dropshipping, one that we've not spoken about publicly because it's a bit of a grey area, whether you agree with it or don't agree with it. We run a massive eBay store, a business eBay account. I think we're listing, we've just refined a load of listings. So it was around 5,000. We've just trimmed it down. This eBay store is pushing about £4,000 in sales a day, which is about £550, £600 profit. That's before VAT, before some expenses. But our dropshipping store is slowly outdoing our Amazon FBA business, which is wonderful. The amount of work behind its actual business. But for a side hustle, which was what we started as, eBay dropshipping, Amazon to eBay is a case where we have items listed on eBay. When we make a sale, we essentially purchase it from Amazon, ship it out to the customer using Prime. They get it next day, they're made up with a tiny percentage margin added on. Lots of people don't want to shop on Amazon. Lots of people prefer eBay. My mum, for example, she won't use Amazon for the life of it. I argue with her, she won't. The dropshipping side of things, like I say, with a lot of orders to place every day, we do a lot of low value goods for high volume. So every order we ship out, as you can see, so that 200,000 turnover has been, let's have a look, August was when that really started kicking off. We were doing a couple of £1,000 in sales every month, but we really refined it August, September time. So our drop shipping business is now doing just under 50k a month, and we're expecting December to go mad. Last month was insane. December, we're expecting lots of chocolates, toys, Christmas stuff. The dropshipping side of things, everything's in place. Anyone can jump into any of these businesses and do it. Is software that manages everything for us. We just have to run the store and place the orders. Doesn't need much startup. Nothing like the Amazon FBA stuff. A few £100, £500, and you can probably, just as a bit of a buffer, because you need to be able to place orders before you get paid out any money. We're working with a couple of guys who provide software for dropshipping, who are wonderful at what they do, and they're testing out some new methods. Love it. Helping people get started do that. It's just a nice, easy way. It's like a middle ground between Amazon and not retail, if that makes any sense. SourceSheets. Now, this is the big program we've been working on. I've been working on it for about 18 months. This is a tool that we use to help Amazon FBA sellers, old, new, established, find profitable products to sell on Amazon. So a big part of getting started with Amazon is knowing what to sell. So find products with profit and sell them on, whether that's wholesale, retail, direct to brand, whatever that is, whatever sort of business you want to do. So I've been building SourceSheets for about 18 months. We started working with a couple of external developers as well about 12 months ago, and it's flown since then. SourceSheets to date has helped 517 people run their business, which is more than a person a day. Love it. The feedback we get from people about the service is wonderful, and being able to have that hub where we can refer people to get started and actually get support and run the business correctly is invaluable. When I started, it was a case of watching YouTube. I probably watched 2 months of YouTube endlessly, hundreds of hours consuming, because there wasn't any solid resources on how to run a business, what to do. SourceSheets is there. Wonderful part of the business. It's been so nice to support so many people to get it going, to help them build a business. Again, SourceSheets is Amazon FBA, so it requires a pot of money to get started. Not something if you don't have money to throw at a business, I wouldn't recommend it from day one. But we can help people get started. Say £1,000 to get Amazon FBA started. Easy. You can easily cover it. We work off a return of about 30 to 40%. So every £10 that we spend, we're looking to make £3 or £4 profit after VAT, after expenses, everything all in. Finally, UW. So UW for me was the catalyst for everything. This would have started when I met a lady called Emma and a man called Robin about 2021, back when I was working in IT. I was working with a little charity in Liverpool. So UW are a utility provider. Cheapest electricity, gas, broadband, mobile, all on one helpful bill to help people cut down on expenses. Something everyone needs right now. So part of UW, apart from just being the cheapest energy supplier out there, we've been with them for years. We can't move away because we can't save money with any other providers. It's as simple as that. So a big part of UW is the partner opportunity. So UW don't advertise, it's all word of mouth and recommendation. So as UW partners, which is a small, I think, £10 fee to get started, is a business in a box, essentially, where we help people get started. To date, we've helped, I think it's about 239 people build a business. They've all paid the tenner. They've got the tenner back, some of them, who it's not been for them. Part of the UW deal is join up, give it a go. If it's not for you, we give you the £10 start fee. The £10 essentially covers website, market materials, get you up and running, everything you need. Small price to pay. So we help people get started. All we do as a UW partner, we sit with people for about, let's say, 20, 30 minutes. We show them how much money they can help save by being a UW customer, and then we get paid. We help them sign up. We save them a load of money, hundreds, sometimes thousands of pounds a year. They're made up because they save a load of money. We're made up because we get paid a lot of money. The key part about UW is we get paid once, which is a big upfront fee, and then we get paid every month that person stays a customer. Wonderful business. I've never signed a customer up, whether it's one of our own or supported someone to help sign a customer up. We've never signed a customer up to pay more. Every customer we've ever helped has paid less. They've saved money, which is something everyone needs right now. So UW was the main catalyst that let us see what we can do. For example, I think we signed, let's say, 4 or 5 customers up in a week, saved them a load of money. Everyone's happy. The commission we earned from signing those customers up was worth more than my IT wages working in the charity. And when you do that for a couple of months, that really opens your eyes. And that's where we are now. A couple of years down the line, still a key part of our business. It's a big part of our business for that passive income. So every month on the 21st of the month, we get paid by UW. A percentage of our customers' bill hits our bank account every single month. Wonderful business. So that's it. It's a lot longer than I was expecting. Fair play if you stuck around. I'm more than excited to get back on my social medias. I think now is the right time. We've helped hundreds of people. Personally, our businesses have turned over just under, all in, I think between the 4 businesses, I don't know how much UW essentially turns over because we don't see the precise numbers of our customers' bills and stuff, but within our dropshipping, our Amazon work, and SourceSheets, we've easily done over £500,000 in revenue this year, which is insane. To go from a guy eating bread and custard to owning multiple businesses, multiple profitable, successful businesses that anyone can do. I'm non-special. I'm a clown from Liverpool, and I'm making it work. In this time, I love TikTok. I scroll TikTok, and I see people who, with all the stuff, the budget, all this sort of stuff that's happening, who don't know what they're going to do. All stuff going up, price of bills, price of food, who are desperately looking for an out, looking for a solution. I learned a long time ago that no one's coming to bail you out of anything. It's 100% down to yourself. That's what we've done. We've spent the past 4, maybe 5 years getting to this point. Hardship, bumpy road, yeah, all that sort of stuff, worth every minute. None of the businesses would succeed without hours, hundreds of hours every week being poured into them. But it's all worth so much more. Fair play. Hats off to people with normal careers, normal jobs. It's not for us. The not having a boss, working on our own time, knowing the fruit of the actual work that we do is directly affecting us. For example, SourceSheets wouldn't exist without the work of the Amazon business. The dropshipping wouldn't exist without the work of the Amazon business. Being able to free up the time, the skill, put the effort into that business. I'm excited to get back on it and share more. We've been very private about what we do, but I think it's the right time to share it with some people because I know people need it. Everything we've done has always had an element of how can we help people. The stuff's there. The success is done. The Amazon's got a proven success system. SourceSheets is working on its new seller blueprint to help people get started. The drop shipping that we do has guides, endless guides and videos on what to do, how to run the stuff. UW, tons of content, mentors, calls, everything you could ever want. If you want to sit and build a business, now's the best time for it. There's never been a time where people need and have the want for a second income or a third income, whatever you want. Our big aim was layers and layers of safety nets, and that's where we're at now. So we're now entering the point where the safety nets become bank accounts, and it's so nice to not need. Oh, we still need the safety nets, of course, but it's nice to not rely on them, to not be working purely for the safety nets. We're now working to build those businesses. This is much longer than each other. I'll get back on socials. Anyone who's still with us, it's wonderful. I'm here. I'm here to help. I love helping people. I love people get started. There's 3 businesses off the bat. If you've got money to start with, give us a message and we'll get you started with Amazon. If you've got a bit of money, come and do some drop shipping. If you want the easiest option, the simplest option, with the minimal amount of investment apart from time and effort, give us a message. Help some people save some money and you'll get paid. Simple as that. Talk to you soon.